Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So if you know me and if you've been keeping up with the channel, then you know that I spend a lot of time in this good old garage of mine here. I'm always looking for improvements around here, whether that's lighting, the toolboxes, or any layout that I could find. But this time around I got something really cool, and let me turn the camera around so I can show you guys. So currently I'm using that camera right there mounted on the wall to see if the garage is closed or open. And this thing is cool and all. I can monitor the garage whenever I want, but it often has connection issues, and there's really not much you can do with it other than to monitor the garage. And so I was looking around for a better setup, and I think I found the one. So let me quit talking and go ahead and unbox this thing so I can show you guys. All right, so what I have here is the Open Sesame Smart Garage Door Opener from Ampoza. And what's cool about this is that it comes with a built-in camera, two-way audio, and it enables opening and closing of the garage via Wi-Fi. So if you've left the house and you see from the app that your garage is open, you're basically able to close it from wherever you are. So I think that's really cool. And this thing works with 1993 and newer garage door openers. I have a Craftsman and the house was built in 2002, so it should work seamlessly with my garage door opener. And also there should be no splicing of wires. Everything is just plug and play, which is very, very important to me. I don't like cutting wires, and I don't like soldering and any of that stuff. So that said, let's go ahead and unbox it. A little shipment damage right there, not a big deal though. So we have the AC adapter, USB cable, a screw, I believe, for mounting, the magnetic mount. Yeah, this thing is cool. The sensor with double-sided tape, and you got the actual camera itself. So this is a good size, it's easy to conceal, and the quality of it seems decent. It doesn't feel cheap in your hand. And I would like to mention that there is a slot for a micro SD right here, sold separately, but that's just for recording your footage. And I'm just gonna throw it in there and then get this thing installed. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is to download the Ampoza app, either from the App Store or Google Play. And I already got it right here. So you may have noticed that there's no instructions that came with the kit, and that's probably because it's that easy to install. So I'm just gonna go follow along here with whatever the app tells me. So first, we wanna go to get started. Then it's gonna ask for your email address. So you wanna go in your email and then copy that code. All right, so once the code is entered, it's gonna bring you to this screen right here. The first thing we wanna do is to go ahead and add a device. It's gonna ask for the setup code, which you can type in manually, or you can scan the code, which is right here behind the camera. Once you do that, it's gonna direct you to plug it in. Got the power cable right here. Then we want to hit plugged in, and then once it's blinking red, we're gonna hit this blinking red button, and then let's try and connect it manually. So you need to go to the settings, and you'll need to join that Wi-Fi network. So this is basically like connecting any other smart device in your home. And so after you find the Wi-Fi, you want to go ahead and enter the password and then hook it up to your personal Wi-Fi. And then it's going to ask us a couple questions here. So name your garage camera. What do you want to call your Ampoza garage camera? I don't really care at this time. Let's do garage cam. 24/7 recording. Okay, insert a micro SD card to use the recording feature. So I'm going to skip that for now, but again, the slot is right here on the top. So skip for now, continue with that recording. Then we want to continue with the setup and then hit ready. And then it gives you some options on where to mount the camera. So if your garage door opener is metal, then you can use this mount right here. I'm not going to use the double-sided tape because the magnetic pull is pretty strong on this thing. And so I'm going to mount it just right there on the first option, right there under the garage door motor. Okay, so we want to select my motor is magnetic. After we do that, we want to go ahead and attach the camera into the desired position. Okay, so let me turn the camera around and then let's move to the next steps. All right, so let me show you guys how I mounted this thing. So that's what it looks like right there. And I simply just used the magnetic mount. Like I said, I didn't need to use the double-sided tape. This thing is pretty strong, and we'll get the final adjustments once I get it working, and then plugged in the power cable right there and just zip tied the wires right here just so it's clean. Now that that's over with, let's go ahead and go to the next step. All right, so after that's connected, let's go ahead and hit next on the app. I think that's perfect. So let's go ahead and hit all done. Okay, so after you get the camera mounted and you got the desired view, let's go ahead and set up the sensor. First thing to do is, well, first of all, I'm gonna remove the double-sided tape. I think we'll be using this, so I'm gonna set it aside for now, and then pop the cover. And then we're gonna pull this tab. Should make it turn on. Okay, then we hit next on the app, and then it says tilt the sensor vertically with the Ampoza logo on top until the LED illuminates. So, all right, I guess we'll just, there we go. So I see a light. All right, so next up, after this thing is fully activated, we're gonna wanna mount this sensor using the double-sided tape to the top panel of the garage door. And you wanna make sure the logo is on top. Okay, so I'm gonna find a spot to mount this, then I'll show you guys. Okay, so this is where I mounted the tilt sensor, just using the double-sided tape. I cleaned this off pretty well using some alcohol so that this thing adheres. That's where it's at. And remember that the logo, the Ampoza logo, has to be on top when you mount it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next step. Okay, so after getting the hardware installed, we go back to the app, we hit sensor installed, and then select your brand of garage door opener. And in my case, it's a Craftsman. And this is where the garage door opener needs to learn. So it's kind of like installing another door opener, a clicker. So let's go ahead and find the learn button on the garage door opener, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, so the button I'm looking for is under this plastic cover. I just want to take that off. I'm going to push this button right here, and the light is illuminated. After I pushed that learn button, it took a couple seconds, and then it finally opened up like this on its own. So after it's been opened, we're gonna go back to the app, hit all done, and then let's have it close the door. Slide to confirm. Makes a noise, flashes a little bit, which is cool. And then it should be closing, yep. So that's pretty awesome. All right, you guys, so like I said, everything is installed correctly and everything functions. So now I wanted to kind of just go over the app, see what it has to offer. So first thing I noticed is that when you click into the app, it only takes a couple seconds for this thing to show up. And from my experiences with other cameras, that is actually pretty quick. So if we click on there, you can see that you're watching it live. I'm just gonna sample this out for you guys. So let's click on door open and see how long it takes. So slide to confirm once you click it, slide it open to, so less than 3 seconds and it's already open. And then same thing, let's go ahead and close it. Push this button right here. Slide to close. 2, 3. It chimes to let you know it's closing, and there's a light flashing right there. I think you can set that, but yeah, see, it just easily closes and it's in real time right there. So that's pretty cool. So again, this is the home page of the app, and it reacts pretty quickly. As you guys saw right there, the notification or the status just updated to close right away. Door is closed. So I guess we can set up the notifications. You go to settings, notifications, garage cam enable, allow notifications. That way it'll let you know when it's open and when it's closed. And the other cool part is, let's see, warning, basic warning. I'm not gonna do that. If the garage is left open for more than 15 minutes, then yes, I want it to notify me. And yeah, that's it. It's actually just pretty easy to use, and it's very, very intuitive. And you can even choose to share. So again, you're at here's the home page. Then you go to settings, and then sharing and permissions. You can invite a guest to have access to your garage. You don't want to give them access to the front door. You can just give them access to the garage. That is pretty much it. Again, you can insert an SD card on there, which I did already off camera, and then reformatted it, and so it'll record any footage that I want it to. So it's recording 24/7, and which is really cool. So yeah, like I said, this is the home page. You click on camera, and the camera activates, or it's activated, but it shows up on here once you click that top left camera button. Then you go to your recordings, shows you each time the door was closed and opened with the time frames in the recording bits. And then what is this, news and updates? Nothing. So again, pretty simple, pretty intuitive to use. You have two main sections to go to, and that's the camera and the recording section. And then if you want to edit the camera settings, you simply hit cameras, go into the actual camera itself so you can see live footage. Then you go to settings, and then here is where you can change its name, schedule, and then the quality of the video. So I have it set to the best quality, which is 1080p. You don't need more than that for a garage camera. And then if you have it mounted upside down, you can hit upside down, and it should fix the formatting or the orientation of the video. Night vision, set it to automatic, and then I turned on the permanent timestamp on the video. Yeah, that's about it. Gonna open it again, so push the button, slide, wait a couple seconds, and it opens. So that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it and show you guys that light. Slide to close. There it is, it's warning you that it's about to close. That light is pretty bright. Then it closes. So yes, that was just a quick install and demonstration of the Ampoza Open Sesame Smart Garage camera. And like I said, it was a pretty easy install. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. I will place the link of that product into the description so you guys can check it out for yourselves. Thank you guys for watching this video, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.